I grew up on an orchard my whole life. Davison Orchards. It's in Vernon, British Columbia. We're the north end of the Okanagan Valley. It's kind of as far north as you would go commercially to grow tree fruit. So we grow a wide range of crops because we direct market, and those things are everything from apples to tomatoes, peaches and corn. Whatever we can dream up to sell, we'll give it a go.
I grew up in Africa and then took a mechanical engineering program at the University of Waterloo in Ontario. Moved out to Vernon, BC, and met Lance's sister at church. And the rest, as they'd say, is history, but that was my introduction to the farm.
You know, from thinning to the orchard tasks, I quickly became drawn to the equipment, and every opportunity I got, I would be, driving quads at a young age, and trucks, and anything I can dream of, and tractors, and anyways, it kind of grew from there. A passion for what we're doing. I then decided to go to college, and I took 2 years at horticulture in Alberta, and learned a little more about soils and a little more about growing things, and then came back to the family farm.
My interest in engineering really was rooted in mechanics. Growing up in Africa, I had the opportunity to drive in motorcycles. My dad was a missionary pilot and also a mechanic, because when you're flying around in the bush over there, if you break down, you need to be able to put it back together to get home. So that's where the interest in fixing things and engines and sort of the mechanical engineering aspect first took root. When I transitioned into the farm, it was a real natural fit because the Davisons are really good at growing things, really good at retailing things, but hate all things technology. So it was a good fit into the family. They didn't have someone that actually enjoyed the technology and understood it, and so we've got many aspects to the business. There's a lot of micro businesses within the farm, so we've got a bakery, a cafe, a point of sale system, market, juice production, packing, and all of those areas use technology to some varying degree. So anytime something breaks, whether it's a coffee grinder, which is actually the highest priority to fix in my opinion, to a tractor in the field, to the computer on the packing line, or juice production.
And we have, like Kevin mentioned, we have a bakery and cafe and all these different avenues, and they're all kind of their own businesses all in one, but the main reason is we want to keep farming. And when myself and Kevin wanted to join the farm, we needed to increase our acreages and find new avenues, and so we've been pushing making juice and all different kinds of things to try to sell our crop and move our crop in different ways, so that we can keep farming, because that's really what we love to do. Yeah, so our packing line, we introduced that as we were coming back to the farm. Our acreage increased and we needed to be able to pack all this stuff. Me and my dad, we love the growing, like we said, and we like to pack, but we don't want anything with a computer because we don't know how to work it. So when Kevin joined us full time, that became a little bit more of a maybe we can do this a reality. So we were able to purchase the line now 4 years ago, and Kevin keeps it running, and he's handy with anything that breaks. So both of us run it depending on the day. But if anything breaks, it's definitely going to be Kevin's day, so he can fix it. So in the future, really in the last 4 or 5 years, we've planted 50% of our production. As we've come back onto the farm, we've needed more acreage. So apples is really our focus. It's what we believe we do the very best. So as those acres become more and more productive, and there's more and more poundage to move and to sell, we're really going to focus on doing the best we can to have a supreme product and something that we can move to the customers. And you know, we make apple juice and pies and all those things, and they all need apples.
Some of the technology things that I get excited about is looking at defect sorting on our packing line to help reduce labor, because in everybody's industry, labor is a big portion of the pie. So if we can help to increase consistency of product and reduce labor costs at the same time, those are some of the technologies we look at. And the other side, like increasing our plantings, I also handle some of the sales. So one of the things that I help out with is going out and looking at some different wholesale accounts and trying to just build a loyal customer base that way. Alongside, Lance handles a lot of the wholesale as well with all of our crops, and I get involved on the apple side of things. And then my wife keeps us honest as we look to the future and trying new ventures. She says, hey, just because it's fun, we need to make sure it's making us money as well and sustainable. So That's another fun part of working together as a family.